Not every change that transforms your life arrives with noise and spectacle. Aquarius. Some of the most powerful shifts happen so quietly that you barely notice them while they are occurring. They slip into your routine like morning light through curtains, gradually illuminating things you could not see in the dark. And right now, there are 8 silent adjustments taking place in your energy, your mindset, and your daily habits that are working together to attract more stability into your life than you have experienced in years. You may not recognize them yet. That is the nature of silent adjustments. They do their work beneath the surface, rearranging the foundation of your life so quietly that the first thing you notice is the result, not the process. But today, I want to bring these adjustments into the light. I want to name them so you can see what the universe is doing on your behalf. Because once you see it, once you understand the quiet revolution happening inside you, you can begin to cooperate with it. And when you cooperate with the universe, Aquarius, miracles stop being surprising and start being inevitable. Anchor 1. The first silent adjustment is happening in the way you handle unexpected setbacks. Think back to how you used to respond when something went wrong financially. A surprise bill, a car repair you could not afford, a medical expense that appeared out of nowhere. In the past, these events would send you into a spiral of panic, anxiety, and despair. You would lie awake at night, turning the problem over and over in your mind, feeling the walls closing in, wondering how you would ever recover. But something has shifted. You may not have noticed it yet, but your response to setbacks is changing. The panic is less intense. The recovery is faster. You still feel the stress, still feel the weight of the unexpected expense, but something inside you is steadier now. There is a core of calm at the center of the storm that was not there before. A quiet voice that says, "You have survived worse than this. You will survive this too." This change in your stress response is not trivial. It is one of the most important shifts a person can make on the path to financial stability, because stability is not about never facing problems. It is about how you respond when problems arise. A person who panics makes poor decisions. They take on high-interest debt. They sell things they need. They accept bad deals out of desperation. But a person who stays calm, who trusts their ability to navigate difficulty, makes better decisions. They think more clearly. They find solutions that the panicking version of themselves would never have seen. You are becoming that calm person, Aquarius. Not because you have less to worry about, but because your capacity for handling worry has expanded. And that expanded capacity is creating a foundation of stability that will support everything the universe is building for you. Anchor 2. The second silent adjustment involves the way you relate to the concept of enough. For much of your life, you have been driven by a deep fear of not having enough. Not enough money, not enough security, not enough resources to make it through. This fear has been a constant companion, coloring your decisions, shaping your behavior, keeping you in a permanent state of readiness for disaster. But lately, that fear has begun to loosen its grip. You are starting to notice moments, brief but significant, when you feel genuinely satisfied with what you have. Not because you have everything you want, but because something inside you has shifted from counting what is missing to appreciating what is present. A warm meal, a comfortable bed, the sound of rain against the window. These simple things, which you have always had but rarely noticed, are beginning to feel like genuine abundance. This shift from not enough to enough for now may seem subtle, but its effects are profound. When you operate from a place of sufficiency, your entire relationship with money changes. You stop making decisions from fear and start making them from wisdom. You stop hoarding and start circulating. You stop grasping and start receiving. And the universe, seeing that you recognize the abundance already present in your life, responds by sending more of it. This does not mean you should stop wanting improvement. It means you can pursue improvement from a place of peace rather than desperation. And there is a world of difference between those two starting points. Improvement pursued from peace is creative, joyful, and expansive. Improvement pursued from desperation is exhausting, anxious, and unsustainable. The fact that you are moving toward the first is one of the most significant adjustments happening in your life right now. Anchor 3. The third silent adjustment is a change in the habits you practice without thinking. The small, automatic behaviors that make up the fabric of your daily life are quietly reorganizing themselves. You may have noticed that you are spending less time on activities that waste your energy and more time on activities that replenish it. You are reaching for your phone less often. You are going outside more. You are choosing nourishing food over convenient food. You are going to sleep earlier and waking up more refreshed. These changes may seem unrelated to financial stability, but they are deeply connected. Your daily habits create the energy field in which your entire life operates, including your financial life. When your habits are aligned with well-being, you have more energy, more clarity, and more creativity available for building prosperity. When your habits are misaligned, you are constantly running on empty, making decisions from a place of depletion rather than abundance. The silent reorganization of your habits is the universe's way of ensuring that when the opportunities for stability arrive, you will have the energy and clarity to recognize and seize them. Think of it as the universe preparing the athlete before the race, strengthening your body, sharpening your mind, and aligning your daily practices with the demands of the prosperous future that is approaching. Anchor 4. The fourth silent adjustment is happening in your emotional landscape. Old emotional wounds that have been festering beneath the surface for years are beginning to heal, slowly and quietly, without drama or crisis. Memories that once triggered intense pain are losing their sharp edges. Resentments you have carried for decades are softening into something closer to understanding. Regrets that once consumed entire weekends of rumination are beginning to release their hold on your present. This emotional healing is directly connected to your capacity for financial stability, because unresolved emotions are one of the biggest hidden drains on your resources. When you carry anger, you make impulsive financial decisions to prove a point. When you carry shame, you undervalue your work and accept less than you deserve. When you carry fear, you hoard resources instead of investing them wisely. And when you carry grief, you sometimes try to fill the emotional void with purchases that provide momentary comfort but long-term regret. As these old emotions heal, you free up an enormous amount of energy that was previously being spent on managing pain. That energy becomes available for more constructive purposes, for thinking clearly about your finances, for making strategic decisions about your resources, for building the kind of stable foundation that supports lasting prosperity. The emotional healing you are experiencing right now is not separate from your financial journey. It is an essential part of it. Anchor 5. The fifth silent adjustment is a growing clarity about what stability actually means to you. For years, you may have been pursuing someone else's definition of financial security. Society told you what it should look like, how much you should have saved, what kind of lifestyle indicated success. And you measured yourself against those standards, often falling short and feeling the weight of that failure. But now, something is shifting. You are beginning to define stability on your own terms, based on your own values, your own needs, and your own understanding of what makes a life feel secure and meaningful. Maybe for you, stability is not about a certain number in a savings account. Maybe it is about knowing that your basic needs are covered, and that you have the freedom to make choices without desperation driving those choices. Maybe it is about having enough without the pressure of needing excess. This personal definition of stability is far more powerful than any external standard, because it is attainable, sustainable, and deeply satisfying in a way that chasing someone else's definition never was. When you know what enough looks like for you, you can actually get there. And once you arrive, you can enjoy it without constantly looking over your shoulder, wondering if it will be taken away. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Anchor 6. The sixth silent adjustment is happening in the way you communicate about money. The words you use when discussing finances, whether with others or with yourself in the privacy of your own mind, are beginning to change. Where you once said, "I can never get ahead," you are starting to say, "I am finding my way." Where you once said, "Money always disappears," you are beginning to say, "I am learning how to keep what I earn." Where you once said, "It is too late for me," you are starting to whisper, even if only to yourself, "Maybe there is still time." These linguistic shifts may seem insignificant, but words are containers for belief, and beliefs are the architects of reality. Every time you change a word, you change a belief. And every time you change a belief, you change the range of possibilities available to you. The old words kept you locked in a story of perpetual struggle. The new words are opening doors to a different story, one in which stability is not just possible but natural. Not just a hope but an expectation. Pay attention to the words you use about money in the coming weeks. Catch yourself when the old language surfaces and gently replace it with something that reflects the new reality you are moving toward. This is not about lying to yourself or pretending things are different from what they are. It is about choosing words that reflect possibility rather than limitation, growth rather than stagnation, trust rather than fear. Anchor 7. The seventh silent adjustment is a deepening trust in the natural cycles of life. You are beginning to understand, on a level that goes beyond intellectual knowledge, that life moves in seasons. There are winters of scarcity and springs of abundance. There are autumns of release and summers of harvest. And the season you have been in, the one that felt so long and so cold, is beginning to show signs of thaw. This understanding of cycles is profoundly stabilizing, because it removes the fear that the current struggle is permanent. When you know that winter always gives way to spring, you can endure the cold with patience rather than despair. You can conserve your resources wisely, knowing that warmth is coming. You can plant seeds in frozen ground, trusting that they will sprout when the time is right. Your trust in these cycles is growing stronger with every passing day, Aquarius, and that trust is one of the most powerful forces for stability in your life. It keeps you grounded when circumstances are turbulent. It keeps you hopeful when evidence of change is sparse. And it keeps you moving forward one step at a time, knowing that each step brings you closer to the season of abundance that is approaching. Anchor 8. The eighth and final silent adjustment is the most fundamental of all. It is a shift in your relationship with yourself. You are becoming your own ally, Aquarius. After years of being your own harshest critic, after decades of punishing yourself for every mistake, every missed opportunity, every financial decision that did not work out, you are beginning to treat yourself with something you have always given freely to others but rarely to yourself: compassion. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting, it's about moving. You are learning to speak to yourself the way you would speak to a dear friend who was struggling. Instead of "you should have known better," you are saying you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Instead of "you will never figure this out," you are saying you are learning and learning takes time. Instead of "it is all your fault," you are saying life is complex and not everything is within your control. This self-compassion is creating a foundation of emotional stability that no external circumstance can shake. When you are your own ally, when you know that you have your own back no matter what happens, you move through the world with a different kind of confidence. You take smarter risks because you know that even if you fail, you will not destroy yourself with criticism. You make better decisions because you are thinking clearly, not through the fog of self-judgment. You attract better opportunities because people and circumstances are drawn to the energy of someone who is at peace with themselves. These 8 silent adjustments, Aquarius, are the invisible infrastructure of the stability you have been seeking. They are not glamorous. They will not make headlines. No one watching your life from the outside would even notice they are happening. But inside you, in the deep places where real change takes root, a quiet revolution is underway. The universe has not forgotten about you. It has not overlooked you. It has been working silently, patiently, adjusting the inner architecture of your life so that when stability arrives, it will not be a fragile, temporary thing. It will be solid. It will be deep. It will be built on a foundation that has been carefully, lovingly prepared by forces you could not see but always felt. Trust the process, Aquarius. Trust the silence. Trust the small, barely noticeable changes that are reshaping your inner world. Because when the outer world finally catches up, when the stability you have been building internally begins to manifest externally, you will understand that the quiet adjustments were not small at all. They were everything. They were the foundation upon which your entire new life is being built, one silent, invisible, magnificent brick at a time. You have 2 options after this video: close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.